adventure.
Got my coffee. We're headed to Fairbanks. We've got a caribou hunt to take care of. We'll be hunting the 40-mile caribou herd. We've got 4 tags to fill. Actually, we're bringing our son-in-law and our daughter and their family with our granddaughters, and gonna try to get them out there to get their first caribou and show them the ropes a little bit of how we do this, and kind of move that knowledge on to the next generation. So hope here's to a good trip.
Many hours of traveling.
Should be about a 6-hour drive. We're just now leaving Toke.
Welcome back to the channel. So yesterday we headed out on an adventure. Here we are, we're getting ready to go caribou hunting.
Yep, so we're up in, you can see we're gonna be crossing this river right behind us here. We're headed back. I'm not exactly sure how far back we're going, but
a long ways probably.
Maybe 20 miles or more. So anyways, we got Travis here, right there.
Hola.
Morning.
And Amber's back with the grandkids at the camper. So we're gonna beat feet out. Hopefully we can find some caribou. We've got 6 tags to fill. So
yes,
let's get her done.
Get busy.
So I kind of made a run in here last night because I needed to verify where this trail is at. I didn't quite make it back this far, but I saw about 100 caribou in on the hills back here, so I'm trying to locate them. You guys need to let me know what you're doing on fuel, because my fuel gauge doesn't register properly, especially now that my gauge is acting up. I know I can go further than you guys, so you guys are the determining factor. There's a cow and a calf. We're gonna be cruising along, and it's just gonna all of a sudden. I got 4 caribou down there on the trail. They look like cows. No bull. Cows and calves are just now starting to come out on the hill there. I don't know. It looks like they're all cows and calves.
All right, I'm sitting out here and just saw a bunch of caribou, a bunch of cows and calves, but this spot, I've seen quite a few go by, so I'm hoping that this is a good spot to sit for a while. I'm gonna sit here for probably an hour or two, and hopefully some more will come up over the top of this hill here. So here's where I'm sitting. And the caribou have been coming through right here. Not a bad view. I'm still sitting out here, but I just wanted to say how much I love caribou hunting. I mean, it's just amazing to sit out here, and even though I've only been seeing cows and calves, so quiet, so peaceful, and God's country, and it's just like, it's just amazing. It's a beautiful warm day, a little windy but warm wind, and there's nothing better than just sitting out here and enjoying this world. So I'm loving it. Woohoo!
All right, well, that happened so fast, as caribou hunting does, guys. We weren't even able to turn a camera on. We saw two bulls we were actually headed out.
We're headed out.
And I saw two caribou across the hill, and you see how vastly open this is. So I quickly threw my binoculars up on them, and I saw they were two bulls, so we shot the four-wheelers up the hill, and turns out there was a guy sitting up on the hill, and he must have turned them around, because they ended up, unbelievable, this is always how it works, right? They ended up right back where we were sitting.
Right where we were sitting.
Where I actually took a nap.
You see, it's right there.
Right
There's
above
two of them.
where they were at. So anyways, guys, needless to say, two caribou down, two bulls. I don't think they're huge, but it's good meat. That gun is dead on if I could get the range right.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Let's go look at them.
Okay.
Guys, so we successfully harvested our caribou meat here. We have 4 more tags to fill, and this was quite an interesting hunt. We came out here this morning, and the tag that we're hunting, we have to be on federal BLM land. So there's literally 300 caribou right over there that's on state land, but we were having a hard time getting anything coming in here. We sat for a while, and Vaughn she just wanted to sit, and it was probably a good decision, and let things just relax. So we sat for an hour while I took a nap, and we were actually headed on our way out, saw these caribou, 2 bulls on the side of the hill, and there happened to be another hunter up above them. We didn't know that until we rode the 4-wheelers up, tried to cut them off, and they were nowhere to be seen. So I doubled back on our track and found them down low, right back where we were. Go figure. But was able to make a clean shot and put down this bull, and it's gonna be real good meat in the freezer. So yeah, hopefully we can get some more, because we've got a lot of mouths to feed. We got our daughter and son-in-law and their family. They need 2 caribou, and me and Vaughn, we can shoot 2 each. So anyways, let's get this processed and get on with hunting. I just can't believe how fast that happened, you know?
Right?
We're actually leaving. It's like, holy shit, there's 2 bulls out of nowhere. What are these two bulls just doing here by themselves?
I think they were following all those cows we've been watching all day.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I don't know if you can see, this is day 2 of caribou hunt, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4 over there. We got our friend Dan over here. He's helping us skin them out and carry them out, because we only have the 3 4-wheelers. We got Ryan over there and Travis over here.
Man, that's an awesome bull. It's got nice front shovel, excellent bezzes, tops are palmated.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
That's a damn fine bull right there.
Beautiful. Good job.
Beautiful dark chocolate velvet is what I like.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's a beautiful caribou right there.
Nice bull.
Beauty. Very nice.
Well guys, I gotta tell you, this was crazy. I'm probably the worst cameraman ever, but Travis was the shooter again today. He was the first shooter. We're driving on the trail headed into a spot where we shot caribou yesterday, and we turn around and there's a herd. We have to look behind us, and just down the hill there was a herd of bulls, and probably, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 bulls. They looked really nice. So Travis tried to make a move on them. It didn't work. They pushed around this hill that we're sitting on, and so we went up on a peak, and I happened to turn around just because I wanted to know where those bulls went to see if I could catch them moving out of the country, because caribou would have normally moved out. But anyways, unbelievably, they were bedded down. They just went around the corner of the hill, bedded right down. And so I told Travis we'll double back, we'll sneak over on top of them, and I tell you right now, we're just blessed, you know. It's
filled all of our tags.
Yeah, no kidding. We filled, we had 6 tags to fill. We filled all 6 tags. And these last bulls, I mean, I don't know if Vaughn's filming them. She'll walk around and film these last 2 bulls, but they are good caribou bulls. This bull right here is just one of them I'm butchering up right now, but wow, what a hunt. We came over on top of them. We kind of snuck down over the hill, and they were bedded without a clue. That it was easy, probably 75, 100-yard shots, and we were able to put down 4 animals. So
yep. All right.
Pretty awesome, guys.
You better get back to work. We got a lot of work to do.
What a hunt.
What a hunt.
What a hunt.
Amazing.
All right. All right, guys, so I'm currently editing the Caribou video for this week and realized that we didn't really film an ending for it, and we need to explain why.
Yeah, there's a reason why. We had to beat feet out of there, I'll tell you that much.
So we're dealing with temperatures that were in the mid 70s, and anyone who's a hunter and really dealing with meat at all, you know that mid 70s is not good. So we brought a freezer with us, we brought a generator with us, but the freezer's only big enough to hold 2 caribou.
Yeah.
So we constantly are rotating the caribou in and out, and knowing that we needed to get our tags filled and get home so that we could get them in a cooler environment and keep that meat good. But something happened before we could do that.
Yeah, so we were up there and we're coming out with the meat, and we had to make multiple trips. And so when we were coming out, somebody came up, and Ryan was actually on the trail. There was nobody else back there but us and this other 2 people.
We had 3 4-wheelers coming out, loaded down with
4.
3 4-wheelers coming out, loaded down with.
Oh yeah, I was already back.
Caribou meat. We had, I believe, 4 caribou stacked on these, and we're out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
You guys seen if you watch the video, you see we were out in the middle of nowhere. A guy's walking down the trail. I was in the lead. I came up to him, and he just said obviously he had some distress on his face,
yeah.
And he said that his wife had rolled a 4-wheeler with a potential broken neck, and that she's down in a canyon, and that he needed help. They had no way of contacting rescue.
They didn't have a blanket. They didn't have anything for SOS. They
had
desperately
nothing.
Needed some help. He would have had to hike out himself and leave his wife behind if we hadn't have been there. It was like God's intervention, I think.
So we had to make a decision. I said, we gave him an inReach. Guys, if you are going to be in Alaska, you need to have some communications for emergencies. An inReach, the Garmin inReach, is something Vaughn bought me because I'm out in the woods all the time by myself.
Yeah.
That allows us to text message people, and it also has an SOS button on it. So we hit the SOS button, which I'll tell you is the first time I've ever had to do that. We hit the SOS button, gave him the inReach, and said, keep it with you. We are going to run down. We're going to drop off these caribou so that Vaughn and Amber, who were back at camp, could manage cooling the meat. And then we beat feet back up there. We brought blankets and anything we could think of that they might need. And we got down to an area and found the location of where his wife was at. And it was
in a really bad spot, though. It was really hard to get to.
We couldn't drive a 4-wheeler down there. Obviously, she had rolled a 4-wheeler down there. So we got as close as we could and hiked down. He had a flashlight and was able to identify where he was at. We hiked down in there, and one of our party was able to drive down the road. I told you already we were up on the Steese Highway. We got a mosquito in the lens.
Mosquito in the lens.
So one of our party was able to drive down the highway, found somebody with a satellite phone, and was able to actually talk to the state troopers.
And confirm.
And they confirmed that they did receive the inReach SOS, and that everything was in the works to get a rescue underway. So we went. So we were down there with her, helping her stay warm. You got to remember, it's been warm all day, so they didn't have the clothing that they needed to stay there at night because it cools off. We're way up in the mountains. It was cooling off. We're worried about hypothermia. We're worried about spinal injuries. And he had 2 caribou down, so I actually hiked about a mile over or a half mile over to where the caribou were down from where his wife had been in her wreck, collected all of their belongings, their rifles and all this stuff, and brought it back over to them. So ultimately, the conclusion of the story is
they were airlifted out, and we haven't heard, but we're hoping that everything's okay. And the problem was the time, though.
They were so we ended up, it was 7:30 at night when he first contacted us. The helicopter came in to airlift her out to medical support at 3 in the morning. We got back to the RV at 4 in the morning. And so this is all explaining why the video doesn't have a polished ending, I guess.
Yeah.
Is
so
that we got home
at 4 and loaded up.
I loaded up the trailers and everything. I slept for 2 hours. And then we took off. Vaughn drove home so that I could get some sleep.
Yep.
Travis was up all night with me also up in the mountains. So Amber drove home so he could sleep. And then we got home.
And we had to deal with the meat.
And immediately started processing the meat to get that meat properly taken care of. So it was awesome that we were there. I think that God intervened a little bit. There was a lot of things that slowed us down from getting out of the mountains earlier. And it just worked out perfectly that we were able to meet them on the trail, and we had the means to assist them. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And like I said, we haven't got an update on where she's at. She was flown to Anchorage, her and her husband. We carried their gear out for them. And anyways,
Yeah.
so hopefully it was a good ending to a story. We'll give you guys an update as soon as we hear what happened. But they were a toque couple, which was it was I guess that much more urgent for us that we're a small community, so it was toque helping toque. And anyways, so we got out. You guys, we had a successful caribou hunt. We got the meat processing in the freezer, and it was awesome.
It was awesome. It was a good hunting year.
It was a good year.
Except for the accident, but
all I can say is if you guys are coming up here, and for all of you local Alaskans, you're hunting on the Steese Highway in the White Mountains, something that doesn't come through on camera very good is the angles and how steep this terrain is that we're hunting.
And how rugged it is. Man, it's like jagged teeth coming out trying to grab you.
Yeah, so every year it seems like somebody rolls a four-wheeler or something on these steep inclines. And so I say just be careful. Carry your emergency gear with you so that you have a way of rescue. And stay safe out there, guys.
Yeah, we'll see you on the next time.
See you on the next one.
Roasts we already started with earlier. Looking really good. Look at that delicious meat.